It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON-TV. Channel 9, Michael Watkins here with you on a Wednesday edition. Folks, we are 2 days away from Christmas. Hope you and your family are having a good, safe holiday season. And as we continue to fight this coronavirus pandemic, we hope you and your family stay safe as we head into the holiday weekend. Our newscast today is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for spring at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop's service your mower, and they are located on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Affordable Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. And Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures in Irvin. They've got fruits, vegetables, locally produced meats, and they are located at 70 River Drive in Irvin. In our lead story today, newly elected representative for the 71st District, which covers Rockcastle, Garrett, and part of Madison counties, Josh Bray is being challenged by a Kentucky nonprofit. As Bray is also currently Mount Vernon's city administrator, the nonprofit PAC Kentucky for Strong Families filed an ethics complaint against Bray, saying he was steering taxpayer dollars to potential donors for his benefit. In a release from the nonprofit, it stated, Bray took thousands from big business. It might as well have been a personal check. Anything he raised could go right to paying himself. It looks like bribery to us. Maybe Josh Bray thinks you can go to Frankfurt to get rich, but he needs to resign as Mount Vernon city administrator while the Legislative Ethics Commission investigates. The money Bray raised came partly from a PAC chaired by the president of Kentucky American Water, which is a deal that Bray has supervised as city administrator to have the city of Mount Vernon sell water to Kentucky American. Well, the Moderna vaccine is here in Richmond with around 600 units arriving at Baptist Health Richmond Hospital. Pulmonologist at the hospital, Dr. Muhammad Iqbal, was one of the first to get the stick, which he said so far has given him no adverse effects. Iqbal added that he did his research and read scholarly papers to get information about the efficacy of the vaccine, which rivals some of the headlines that may mislead people. To get more information, he spoke via Zoom the day of his vaccine with Marissa Hempel.
Obviously, the vaccine is now here in Richmond. Baptist Health Richmond just received it. Tell us about your all's experience getting this. It's the Moderna one, correct?
Yes, so we got the Moderna one, and that was decided based on the logistics of how the vaccine was distributed, but we got the Moderna one yesterday, I think.
So is there a priority list who gets the vaccine first? Obviously, you're a pulmonologist, so you're working right there with the COVID patients, so you would be first priority, correct?
There was a tier system that they created with the help of Department of Health, I think, and that's how it was decided who would get it first. But yes, there was an algorithm of sort that they followed, yes.
So you received the vaccine yourself, correct?
Yes, I was the third person today in the morning.
I mean, how are you feeling so far? I know it's early to tell, but obviously a lot of people are getting nervous about that.
I still have my arm. I can still use it. I haven't had any side effects, thankfully. Of course, when you get the injection, it hurts a little bit just because you got a shot. It would be with any shot, but other than that, nothing for me. I will tell you that about 7 to 8% of people will have some body aches for a day. I've had friends who've gotten this and they've only been having slight discomfort, maybe for half a day, and the next morning they wake up after taking a leave or a Motrin at night and they're fine.
Have you seen some of those headlines, though, where people are saying they're having Bell's palsy and things like that? Do you think that's related? Is there any merit to that?
I think it's mostly coincidental. Now, I don't know exact numbers, but if you look at the data, you're more likely to get Bell's palsy just by coincidence than by getting this vaccine. So I actually read an article, and I can't quote the neurologist who wrote it, but he gave statistics out, and he said your chance of having a Bell's palsy episode in your life is actually more without getting the vaccine than with the vaccine if you look at the numbers. So yeah, all those things will make headlines, but they don't pan out statistically speaking.
Stay tuned for more information from these frontline healthcare workers from Baptist Health Richmond regarding the efficacy of the vaccine. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa. I think many of us are considering and just wanting more information about this vaccine. And as it becomes available, WBON TV will be right here to pass along that information. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet advises motorists that KYTC District 7 is checking weather conditions closely. A wintry mix is forecasted for central Kentucky beginning Thursday, December 24th. The event will begin with rain changing into snow combined with very low temperatures. Weather information stations across Kentucky provide data to the Transportation Operations Center in Frankfort. The TOC is staffed 24 hours per day and distributes information to the 12 highway districts across the state. The 12 counties in District 7 are assessed individually based on terrain and temperatures. Personnel are prepared to plow and treat routes as deemed necessary. And it's looking more and more like we're going to have a white Christmas. Well, in their article, which names 20 colleges that give you the biggest bang for your buck in 2021, Forbes picked Berea College as one of the 20 colleges on their list. The article lists Berea College under its free tuition colleges, along with College of the Ozarks in Missouri. As Berea College is one of 9 federally recognized work colleges, the university can operate without charging tuition fees. Every Berea student receives a tuition promise scholarship, which means no student pays for tuition. To earn money for books, housing, and meals, students work a minimum of 10 hours on a campus-operated shop. According to Forbes, Berea College has a 38% acceptance rate and a 63% six-year graduation rate. The college says it only admits students who exhibit academic promise and limited financial resources, primarily from the Appalachian area. Other categories featured included state and city universities of New York, colleges of the South, and other best colleges, which include 6 universities spread throughout the West, Midwest, and Northeast regions of the United States. It's now time for our first commercial break, folks. We appreciate you being with us. When we come back, we'll look at the coronavirus numbers. We know Madison County had a huge number yesterday. Let's look at what the number will be for today when we come back on your daily community briefing. Merry Christmas from all of us right here on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvine. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvine, or like them on Facebook.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price.
That's Affordable Service Solutions.
Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small two-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off exit 97 in Richmond.
On your daily community briefing, 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9, brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. We're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. They have the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home. And Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, Always Growing Children's Resale Store will buy your children's gently worn clothes. And with Christmas time coming up, if your kids get a lot of clothes and they've outgrown their old clothes, make sure next week and the weeks to come to take those older clothes over to Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea. Looking at the state map today for that current incidence rate, got 3 counties in the orange, and those are the same 3 counties we've had over the last few days. Lewis County at 17.2, Ballard County at 21.7, and today Crittenden County with the lowest current incidence rate at 16.2, Madison County with much, much better numbers today. In spite of yesterday's report, the overall numbers continue to inch down. Please mask up, stay home, and let's keep this trend going. Have a safe holiday this year so we can have a merry one next year. That's coming from the Madison County Health Department, who announced today 29 new cases with 1,102 now active cases in Madison County, and our current incidence rate up to 64.8. That is a increase from 66.7 yesterday, so a slight increase in that current incidence rate. We'll get an update from Ron Likens in the Governor Report, who talks about the new numbers today and also give us a recap of the high number of cases yesterday in Madison County. With that recap, here's WBON TV's Ron Likens.
Yesterday's COVID-19 numbers continue to show that we might be reaching a plateau in new cases in the state. There were 3,057 new cases. That brings the state total to 247,344. There are now 1,631 hospitalized, with 419 in ICU and 223 on a ventilator. The governor also announced 28 new deaths. He also asked Kentuckians to continue to keep the numbers steady by having small Christmas and New Year celebrations limited to your immediate family.
By asking everybody to make that additional sacrifice and do their part to keep their Christmas celebrations small. With the rest of the country on fire, with hospitalizations escalating in most every other state, in Kentucky we are seeing a stabilization that is protecting the lives of our people, and we want to make sure that we continue to plateau or even decrease cases as we move towards this vaccine.
As the state numbers begin to level off, Madison County hit a record high yesterday. Marissa Hempel reports.
It is an all-time record-breaking day here in Madison County for new confirmed COVID cases, according to the health department. As of the past 24 hours, there have been 154 new cases confirmed. The former record breaker was back on November 16th, where 144 cases were announced. This is also the first time that active cases have passed 1,000 total. At the moment, there are 1,102 active cases here in Madison County. Madison County stands at 66.7 average daily cases per 100,000 population. This means that the incidence rate for the virus remains in the critical red zone. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
From the WBON TV 9 newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
In response to the large numbers of COVID-19 cases in Madison County Health Department has limited its contact tracing to those persons affiliated with schools, healthcare, daycare, long-term care, or other clearly defined high-risk situations. For anyone who is a contact to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, the health department asked them to follow the Kentucky Department for Public Health's guidance for the new CDC COVID-19 quarantine options for businesses. The Madison County Health Department encourages in-house contact tracing. According to Public Health Director Nancy Crew, due to the growing COVID-19 caseload and limited staffing, we will no longer be able to send return-to-work letters to contacts. Businesses should follow the same guidance for the new CDC COVID-19 quarantine options that individuals do and share this guidance with their employees. The Madison County Health Department epidemiology team will provide businesses with consultation and guidance on a case-by-case basis to assist them with in-house contact tracing efforts. The health department will continue to contact and follow persons who test positive for COVID-19. Again, because of case volume and staffing constraints, positive cases may experience delays in being contacted by the health department. According to Crew, please be patient with us, wait for our calls, and in the meantime, follow the DPH's COVID-19 patient guidance. Again, some of the other numbers and the current incidence rate for counties surrounding us here in Madison County. Looking at some of those bigger numbers, today Estill County at 53.7, Garrett County at 61.5, Jessamine County at 34.1, Fayette at 44.9, Rockcastle at 46.2, and Clark County at 44.1. And as we go into the holiday weekend, a lot of places not going to be doing as much testing, so continue to do your part as you gather with family for the Christmas holiday season. Wear your mask, social distance when possible, and continue to wash your hands and disinfect as much as possible as well. You can still go get tested today over at the Richmond White House Clinics until 5:30 p.m. and the Berea Folk Center until 5:30 p.m. as well. It's now time for our second commercial break, folks. We appreciate you being with us here on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions.
Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small 2-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off exit 97 in Richmond.
We're back on your daily community briefing. Last night, the EKU Colonels put off a big win over the High Point Panthers, and that game was at home at McBrayer Arena. The Panthers, of course, are coached by Tubby Smith, who acted as the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats for 10 seasons and was inducted into the UK Athletics Hall of Fame in 2013. After the game last night, A.W. Hamilton discussed how important it was to play against the highly respected coach.
You know, I can't say enough about Coach. You know, we had a chance to present an Eastern Kentucky maroon sports coat to him before the game. You know, in a perfect world, you know, prior to COVID, we wanted to do it, you know, in front of all the fans, and we felt like we would have a big crowd for this, and we wanted to honor Coach. But, you know, we didn't do it because Coach was the Kentucky coach. We did it because what type of person, you know, Coach Smith is, and you know, how he's run his programs across the country, all the ones he's led. And, you know, he's been, you know, a really good friend of mine and a mentor figure for me. So it was nice that, you know, Matt and I got to present that to him, and it was fun, you know, spending some time with him before the game. As far as the game goes, I thought in the first half, our energy that we started the game with was electric. And, we had 45 deflections in the first half, and it wasn't Kurt Lewis the whole time and Michael Marino, guys who start for us. Those guys got in foul trouble, and I thought Tay Blanton, Peyton Broughton, guys off our bench, Tyreek Ballaghan, Hobbs, I thought those guys came in, and we've talked a lot this season about the depth that we had, and it showed tonight. So I was proud of our group. It was a complete team win, and this is what I'll say, and this is what I told the guys after the game. We went 6-1 in our non-conference schedule. It's the best non-conference winning percentage at Eastern Kentucky since 1948-49 season. That's a heck of an accomplishment, especially with all the adversity, not only us at Eastern have gone through with COVID and injuries and everything else, but just everyone across the country. So to be 7-2 overall going into Christmas break is a great feeling, and I'm really proud of this group.
Coach, talk about Brandon Napper and what he can add to a team that's already got a lot of guards that can do a little bit of everything.
What Brandon Napper does for us is what Jamaro has done for us. You put a guy out there on the floor that can get 20. He's wired to score. He's always been a big-time scorer. He's always been a big-time shot maker. We haven't had that this year because we really haven't had the real Jamaro. So we've been scoring by committee, and we've been – and obviously Trey had a phenomenal year scoring the basketball. So when you put Napper out there, it takes a lot of pressure off other guys, and it opens up the floor for other guys to make plays. So now he didn't shoot it great. He goes 5 for 19, 3 for 13 from the three. I thought out of his 13 threes, I thought 10 of them were great looks. And I thought we did a great job moving the basketball. So, look, he's just now getting back off getting his knee scoped. So, he's going to have a huge year for us. The kid's a really good player and great kid. So I'm excited for him.
Has Coach Smith given you any advice? And or I'm sure he has, but can you share with us something that he's told you that you've really leaned on or used throughout your coaching career? He's always told me, and the conversations that we've had is, love your players, hold them accountable. He's pretty simple, and that's why he wins a lot of games. His players, they play disciplined, they play together. He holds them accountable, and he's a Hall of Fame coach, but even a better person. Coach, what's it look like between now and you're celebrating some Christmas time with the family? You're going to let the team go back home for a couple of days before coming back for practice and getting ready for EIU? Yeah, we got a unique thing here, and I know we've talked about this, and we probably talked about it so much last year, but we got so many Kentucky guys. Yeah. So we're going to take a few days off and let everybody, go home and breathe and be with their family. Our guys, they'll do the right thing. They're great kids. They'll do the right thing. But, how can I say, hey, guys, stay here when Trey's from Lexington and Michael's from Georgetown and Cooper's from Georgetown and Hobbs is from Louisville. I mean, I could go on and on. So we'll take a few days off, and then, we come back and we got to get ready for a really good Eastern Illinois team. Every game from here on out it's going to be a dogfight. It'll be a war.
Cardinals wrap up non-conference play with a 6-1 record. Their only loss coming to Xavier in overtime about 3 weeks ago. The best non-conference winning percentage since the 1948-1949 season. So the Colonels off to a hot start, 7-2 overall. So far, their only conference loss was to in-state rival Morehead State. And every EKU men's basketball game can be heard right here on the flagship station for Colonel Sports 100.7 The Coyote. Their next game will be next Wednesday as they welcome in to McBrayer Arena, Eastern Illinois. Folks, we appreciate you being with us, our cast and characters and everybody that pitches in for this newscast every single day. We could not do it without each and every one of them. So to our news director, Marissa Hempel, who I always give a hard time to, appreciate her always coming up with the stories and the news each and every single weekday for us. To the always hardworking Gage Hill and Austin Hanks, who behind the scenes make it look sound and be great every single broadcast. To our owner, Kelly Wallingford, our president of the company as well, for starting this newscast back in March when the coronavirus first hit. We were trying to get all the local news out there to folks. And for all of us, Grendel and Morton, Jaden Johnson, who board ops sometime for us, all of those great folks helping us bring this to you, Ron Likens as well. And we appreciate you tuning us in each and every single weekday. Now, the week is done for us as far as the news go. We will be back with you on Monday, so have a safe, enjoyable weekend. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from all of us here at 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9.